be doing, I'm going to do some practice today, more and more and more and more. Okay. So let's go over some of the stuff. We're gonna be doing some preliminary, not necessarily cuts, but I'm gonna be doing stop shots. Okay. Gonna be doing some stop shots first, and then we're gonna go into all kinds of different stuff. I know there's not many. For those of you that are just started watching, hi everyone. Just they're coming in. I'm gonna be doing all kinds of, maybe even pool table tricks. Okay, I'll show some of you. But anyways, uh, čao Nemanja. Nema nikoga još, tek sam se upalio. Anyways, nobody's coming in yet. However, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Okay. Šta ima? What I am trying to do here is actually make both balls go in, okay? So it's a little bit harder to do it on a cut shots, okay? Just because it's a cut shot, but let's try doing it now again. Yeah, not gonna work, not gonna work. But my point actually was just to get it through the root, I mean through this. Gledam i učim. Jel znaš ti engleski? But anyways, sad će ljudi, bit ćeš po stotinu ljudi. So you can see my cue ball control is always amazing, always on par. Okay. Let's do this. But there's probably gonna be, there you go, there's people coming in. Let's do some first, you know, doubles, triples, for quadruples. Now you speak English, yes, Judnjački. And then I'm going, actually, tomorrow I'm going to upload a video. I'm going to upload a video tomorrow explaining what all of these have, the different types of a function, okay? So, like, I can tell you now, for example, regular cue ball with the dots. It's not just the dots. I actually tell you exact. I'm gonna play with this one actually. The dots in itself, right? They explain how the cue ball travels forward, backwards, and whatnot, right? And this one basically leaves a marks where whenever you're touching it with the Q-tip or tip from the cue, it leaves marks. So every time you're done, you basically just wipe it off like this, and the regular cue ball, right? So, but like I said, I play with this one. I play, so the ring, right? We're talking about, this is the size, okay? Wait, let me show you guys. So this, can you guys see it? About 1 millimeter, right? So that's the size of it. Let's try doing a double. Hey, that worked out, right? So now I'm gonna do a cut shot, but I need to touch this ball. Can you guys even see it? Yeah, you can. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now I'm hoping that actually that in itself stays like that. I'm today, I don't know, I'm not just really good into it. But anyways, thanks for the likes. Appreciate the likes, and follows and all of that. If you guys have any questions, please do let me know. I do speak German, Portuguese, English, most Slavic languages. Я понимаю по-русски. I speak also Serbo-Croatian. Um, and like I said, eu falo Português. Ich spreche Deutsch auch. Und zwar sehr gut. Aber ich habe kein Deutsch geredet in 7 Jahren. So, but anyways, just for anyone to understand, I'm going to speak in English. So there you go. By the way, what are you guys up to tonight? Um, I can teach you some stuff. We can go over, like, you know, this is a drawback. This is the reason why I have this ball, right? Basically, I hit it. So if this is a center, I hit it right below here. Okay. So if I set this ball like this, okay, straight, and then I point below that center, the cue ball rolls back. If I do the opposite, right, right above this dot, so if I set it up again like this, and if I hit it really, really hard, okay, yeah, if I hit it really, really hard, I'm gonna almost scratch. So you have to be careful about those stuff, right? Um, a lot of people, especially in a young era of playing pool, they make those mistakes where they just overcompensate, right? The balls in itself, they don't need a whole lot. Like, a lot of people I saw that, they're struggling with the power, okay? The cue ball, once it hits the target ball, it does not require a whole lot. I'll show you, I'm gonna hit this ball very, very slow, and it's probably gonna either go inside or even, watch, very, very slow. See that? And look, it already traveled 3 feet. So anyways, hopefully that answers you guys stuff. But by the way, if you're new here, please do subscribe, and please do hit that like button if you don't mind. I truly, truly appreciate. It gives me more and more motivation. I'm gonna do a little cut shot here, okay, and then I'm gonna do a little bit harder cut shot, which is right about like this, right? So now it's gonna be speedy. Okay, speed control, speed cuts. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Nope, I did it too fast. Can I make both of them? I'm gonna do this one very, very slow. There you go. Okay, 4. So see, this is the reason why I missed the other one. It's not because I didn't aim right. I just didn't put it in the right spot. Okay, so 4, and then we're gonna do 5. This was wrong. Wait, wait, wait. So I have to look at it into the pocket. Okay, so like that. There you go. I think this is it. There you go. Well, that was 6, 7 balls, right? I think 8 actually. Daj nešto teže. Okay, I'll do something very, very hard. I don't know. How about this Nemanja? Nemanja, is that how you call your name? Let me show you some trick, okay? Okay. Something very hard. No, it's not actually hard. It's easy, but you know. Um, I'm gonna block myself here like this, okay? I'm gonna block myself right there, and I need to make this ball. I need to make the 8 ball somehow, right? So the cue ball is right here. Um, Here's a little bit harder. Okay, you can see, Nemanja, I can make that anytime I want. I can also, if you want, Nemanja, I can make it even harder. So basically, you take from here, so from here to here. So the 8 ball needs to point right there. Okay. Now I can show you how I can make this 8 ball off of this 6 ball. So all I have to do is aim into that little guy right there. I think it's right there actually. Let's do that. See, I can use other balls in order to make the other ball. So does that make sense? Hopefully now you understand. When it comes to pool, I don't joke around, and you can't hide. You can't hide anything from me, okay? Another thing, for example, like I said, let's say this is an 8 ball. I'm on my next shot. Um, let's say I'm making this 3 ball, right? So you guys can't see it because it's cut. All right, so kind of like this. There you go. I'm gonna try to, basically the point of this exercise in itself is for me to hit the 3 ball, come back into this, and then break this up, okay? So let's do that. Now, why didn't this happen? Well, for a reason. The reason is just because I wanted to show you that the cue ball can travel anywhere it should go. For example, you saw that it went here and come back here. Now the cue ball is going to go here and go behind it. Watch. See that? So in order for me to split these, I have to have an amazing cue ball control, okay, and hit it like this. That didn't work. Okay, that was my mistake. Here. There you go. So now I split them up. Sometimes, you just have to be careful with stuff like that. I'm gonna try to hit the 8 ball now again. So it's just a little bit of a top left on the ball, as you can see. But making the ball in itself, what are you guys up to? Do you guys want me to teach you how I did that part where I know exactly where to hit off the cushion? Let me show you. It's super easy, actually. I mean, I already have that in my mind. Like, I don't need to calculate anything, right? um, but so if the 8 ball or any ball is basically, um, if the 8 ball is, let's say, somewhere around here, okay, let's set it up like that. Here, I'll set it up like this, just so you guys can see it. So how am I going to hit this 8 ball? It's pretty simple how to calculate. You basically take either your cue, okay? You can take your cue like this. Oops, don't do that. You take your cue, okay? Where you want to hit the ball. I need to hit this ball right there, right? So right here and to the rail. You see the rail, okay? And then all you have to do is pull it back, okay? So this is the spot, okay? This is the spot where I need to aim that ball, so right into here, okay? So that would be, where did I say? Somewhere around here. So I need to aim into, well, has to be here. So right here, I need to aim into here in order to make that 8 ball, okay? It's very precise. And the opposite part, where I was showing you before, right? So to kick off of the 8 ball, okay, it's exactly the same thing. So you take your cue, okay, from here, okay, from the middle of this ball, not from where you want to hit it, from the middle, always from the middle, okay, and then take it back. So I need to point this 8 ball right into this spot. So just so you guys know, so right into this spot, right into here, okay. And then don't, by the way, if you're playing in any league except the APA, if you're a professional, you're going to be actually kicked out or actually lose a rack if you do this. So do not ever, ever do this. Don't mark, don't do any of that. Don't put even a chalk or anything unless you're in an APA league. APA does allow this, but everywhere else you can basically kind of, calculate by here 25 half of the diamond, right? So we're gonna basically hit into that little gadget. I didn't do it right, but you know what, that's fine. It's probably because that's the part that I hate. I don't like those things because they, I already know how to do it. So, but this is actually, when you think about it, it's an actually amazing safety, right? The opponent can't see the 8 ball. I mean the 1 ball. Anyways, hopefully you guys learned something. I'm gonna actually, I should go eat something, to be honest. I wanted to see how the live is gonna perform and all of that. But again, let's do a little bit more of these, and then gonna have to bounce soon. But if you guys have any questions, please do let me know. Okay, these are precision cut shots. Well, precision, not really. I think this isn't actually pointing into it. There you go. It's pointing right now. It's pointing into it. There you go. That works. So I'm doing more and more cuts. I don't know why. How did I even overcut? That makes no sense. Because the ring is so small. Um, the ring is so small. No. Let me try. This is gonna be also one of those cuts. You see, the ball is actually on the rail. I'm gonna try to go through the ring. Or actually, yeah, I'm gonna try to go through the ring. Let me try that. So when the ball is on the rail like this, it's hard because, watch, I'm gonna show you why is it hard. So when the ball is on the rail, attached to the rail, and if you hit just a normal like this is what happens, right? Usually. So you have to be extremely precise in order to hit this ball straight on, right? So what you can do is this. When you're playing something on the rail like I do here, you can either do a little bit of a, let me show you with this cue ball. You can do a little bit of a top, well, in this case it's going to be top right English, right, like right here, okay, or just pure right. It would be even better. Pure right is even better. Reason why is just because, hey, thanks for, appreciate it, Daniel, appreciate it. um Thank you for subscribing. So you can also do a right, but when you're doing the right spin, okay, when you're doing the right spin on that, you have to always compensate that. So what you're doing is actually you're hitting the cue ball right next to you, right next to that ball, and that spin, right? That spin is going to do something like this. Okay. So when you're doing that, um, don't point into here, okay, like right here. You don't do that. That's not gonna work. You have to hit right next to it. Oops, right next to it, and then that spin will actually push the ball here. Okay, so let's do that. hopefully hopefully this works out. Just kidding. So right next to it, okay, and oh my god. Did you see that? I actually was more concerned. Have you noticed that it went right in between that? I was more concerned about me putting it through the ring without touching it because I practiced that. because I can make this any time of the day. Let me do it again here. So there. But you saw that, right? This is the what I did not want it to happen. I wanted to have a extreme difficulty, um, where I make this ball and I have enough spin for to make this ball, and on top of that, go through the ring without touching it. Okay, so I'm gonna try doing it again. Yeah, I did a little bit of a top. So, anyways, if you guys have any, thank you by the way for subscribing. That's number one. Thank you all for the likes. Appreciate that. If you guys just shoot me an email or shoot me whatever, you can contact me if you want me to do something specific content. Let's say you have some question. I love those when people leave comments in my videos and then like, hey, can you describe this a little bit more into a detail. I love that because you know what, I just love helping people. First of all, second of all, I just love everything about pool. um, so there's that. Again, thank you. Appreciate you all. I'm gonna go have a little dinner and we'll see you guys later.